Welcome back. This is Seal Chan, and this is my Minecraft 1.1 progressive long play. Today, we're gonna head back to the biome that we had abandoned. Coos Bay, the Plains Biome. This is because in my latest redesign of how I play this game, that is my progression system, now includes building a headquarters in a biome that is a repeat of a biome I'm already developing in. So Banks here is a plains biome with a small forest in it. Coos Bay is almost entirely a plains biome and is centrally located among the Phase 3 biomes I've been working in. It also has a very large flat area. The idea of a headquarters is the same as a central base. And what it will do is save me a lot of time building the workshops that I've just begun to build, that I was going to build in every biome, but instead I'm going to just build them in the headquarters. So, time-saving change in the end. And of course, there is the end, which we will be getting to. It's taken a while, but this has been an experiment in process from the beginning. And I feel, in spite of these changes, I'm definitely getting closer to the right balance for me. And I think that spider might be getting closer to me. So, let's get going. This is Coos Bay, south of this still unnamed river. As you can see, we have forest, shallow, small inlets or bays, cavern entrances, but lots of flat ground. Well, pretty good amount. I have a feeling headquarters is going to consume this space. This is a big project, but this is how I'm going to tackle it. I'm just going to figure it out one step at a time. You see, I haven't really done this before. I've created shelters. Those are similar. And I was able to just do it one piece at a time. And I think it looks okay. I'm going to do the same thing on a larger scale and take up this entire, well, honestly, it's an island. A big island in the middle of the continent, surrounded by rivers. My task in this episode is merely to figure out where it will begin. Let's review, because this is important. Behind those mountains, extreme hills called Klamath Falls, is Divide, the taiga biome. Passing through a natural tunnel, we come to, in the distance, Banks, Plains Biome, which technically ends here. This tunnel canal. The forest across the river from phase 2 is the air region called Kowloon. But for phase 3 we have Banks, Divide, and to the south we have all the rest. From Echo, the swampland, Fairview, the extreme hills biome, Ione, the forest biome, and Lone Rock, the most distant desert biome. Now, let's not forget, if we follow this river to the ocean, pass by the phase 1 and phase 2 biomes we developed, we have Halfway Island, which is, yes, an island. And we have Jordan Valley, the icy plains biome. Now, I'm going to stop this reminiscence because it's getting dark, and I hope I have my bed. The reason I was going on and on about all my biomes I've been developing is because it seemed it would make sense to put the headquarters as close to the center as possible, and as kind of spread out as things are. This place is as good a place as any. My thinking is that we should begin with an entrance that will be a port over this way, between the old sandy biome, the old Kowloon forest biome development. Because as you know, we move through here usually in a boat, unless you get beat up by a gang of squids, or you wreck your own boat on accident. Anyway, let's take a walk. I'm going to be imagining the beginnings of a great, great grid work. I'm going to stop here and share with you a little bit of my thoughts. Again, I know what I'm doing, but yet I don't. Here's what I'm thinking. This circular bay will be the port where you can arrive by boat. This pond I will preserve or keep it as a fishing pond. These torches mark out 11 by 11 squares. Some of the squares, well, all of the squares are sections inside the headquarters. Surrounding those squares will be a low wall. Now, I do plan to really take over this landscape. And you might think, you're not going to need all of that. To which I would say, oh, I will. And in part I say that because it won't just be farms and builds which take up each their own square. There will be streets that take up a square. Yes, 3-block wide gravel road with decorated, I don't know what to call them, but along either side I'll have plenty of room for landscaping, trees, plants, flowers, signage. It will be the next step up in grandeur, a thing approaching hermitcraft scale, but it should still be something to appreciate in this world that we've been exploring for so long. And as I said, instead of building a crafting workshop in all of our different biomes, we'll just build one crafting workshop here and one smelting workshop here. And all the other biomes will just continue to develop their shelters and farms and quarries and mines, just as we've been doing. That puts us, actually, in a much better place as far as getting to the end and to the end of this game as I've planned it out. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next. Take care.